You know what I will never do with my money again? I'll never trust myself with a credit card. No, unless it's something specific for a specific time. Otherwise, no, just no. There was a time I thought I was being responsible, right? By paying it off a little bit here and there. But one day I checked my account and I realized I was spending like $500 a month towards takeout. This was like quite a number of years back. So when you think about it with the inflation right now, it has tripled. Okay. So I was spending like stupid money. Okay. And I don't even remember like the food that I was like eating. Like that's how much I was so messy with my credit card. Now, thank God I'm safe delivered. And that moment really like shocked me into thinking about finances in such a funny way. It woke me out. Hi there, my name is Awit. And if you are new here, you are much welcome. Welcome. And if you're a subscriber, thank you so much for your continuous support. Let's talk about the biggest money mistakes that I made. And honestly, I think most of us actually make. And the first thing and the first one is creating a budget. I used to think creating a budget is for people who have extra money or people who have lots and lots of money. But honestly, if you have $5, you have $10, you're going to have to budget on that one. It's not budgeting is actually not that difficult. It's just, it looks very different for businesses, for, bigger budgets, all that kind of things. But if it's your own personal finances, you don't have to go all this extra color coordinated and all these different things. Unless, of course, if you enjoy those kind of things, then go for it. For me, I don't like numbers. I'm not planning. So if there's a way of making my life easier, I'm going to go with that, right? So here's how I do my budgeting. I use the Barefoot Investor, which is very simplified way of budgeting, right? You look at your budget, whatever, 100%. So your money, salary or whatever you get, 100% of that, you divide it into a few categories. It's up to you how you do it. 60% of that goes to your expenses, your daily things, food, all of that. Now, the rest of the 40% goes into like splurge account, your bigger goals like growth, whether you want to invest or whether you want to like have long-term goals like holidaying, buying a house, all of that. You want to look at that and you shift it as you go. You actually shift your budgets as you go, but the fundamentals is actually getting that started, creating that. Number 2 mistake that I actually made is not tracking my own budget that I created. It's absolutely crazy. Like sometimes we get like the first start and we budget, we put our beautiful stuff through and all of that, but we don't track actually what we're doing. Like at some point, in my budget, like at times, like let's say I put like $200 or whatever it is in my splurge account. I don't actually end up using my splurge account. So what I end up doing is that I take some of it and I put it in the other saving because I'm like, well, I don't really need it because my daily needs are already fulfilled and in the other in the normal budget, in the daily budget. So that's one thing, right? But this is the biggest one of all, right? Not tracking your spending, you don't actually know what's going in and going out, right? As much as it's beautiful to have a budget, it doesn't work if you don't know like what's going in and out, isn't it? It doesn't at all. Like example, there was a time that I was spending a lot of coffee. Yeah. I was spending a lot of money on coffee. I hadn't realized it. And it seems like, oh yeah, $4 here, $5 here, whatever it is. But the thing is, and it's all the social aspect, because honestly, the gist is I don't even like coffee. I love tea more than anything. And I just literally have milk and a little bit of like sprinkles of coffee. That's what I usually ask when I go to the cafe. But it had gotten me like the social aspect of it and stuff. But when you actually calculate how many times you drink coffee a day, and then you know, times per week or per month, it's a lot of money you're spending. And there's no way I would be able to like know that information if I don't actually track my spending. So I try and review my budget and my spending habits at least once a month. Now, if I'm going all right and I feel like nothing much has changed or whatever, then, you know, I can push it a little bit longer. But for most of the time, I have to keep track, because how would you know other things that were coming out? Even like some of the biggest one that get us, subscription. Like, what do you need all this subscription for, right? It's one of the things that really, really get us. Now, I'm not a financial advisor at all. I'm just sharing with you some of the things that worked for me in my budgeting. 3, letting shame actually control my wallet. Like for years, I didn't look at my bank account. This was like quite a few years back, and it made you feel like, oh, what's the point if I start tracking? You know, I know it's bad, so what's the point anyways? And plus, I don't earn that much money anyways. You know what I mean? I'm really broke because of I don't earn money and blah, and all these excuses that come. Like, it actually drains you. And so, and obviously when I was much younger, you know, you're dealing with so many things in your mind and you don't have time to fight everything all at once, so you kind of just let things go. But when I actually start tracking my spending and all these different things that I'm sharing with you, it actually changed my finances. I actually felt that I knew I was richer than I am, whether it was $1 or $2 or $3, okay, richer. I was still much better off than what I was doing beforehand. And it's not that kind of like, let's buy a house tomorrow rich, but you're actually better off and you're not as stressful. You're not as like stressed out. Money doesn't actually care whether it's $20, whether it's $10, whether it's $2,000. It only grows when it's actually managed well. Now, the last mistake that I actually make, I'm sure there's many more, but these are the ones that are fundamental to me, is that confusing between needs and want. Like, there's a huge difference. Like, when you think about it, retail therapy is not therapy. Speaking to the choir, it's just a dopamine hit with debt on the side. Like, needs are fundamentals. Needs are food, transport, healthcare, not like trying to go and get all these different clothes. It's beautiful and there's no problem if you can afford it, but not every day must we go. Not every day must we go to the shopping and say, this is therapy for us. No, that is emotional stuff, okay? Let's go to therapy. Better yet, let's go to the gym to help us with the emotional stuff, not all these things that we are talking about. I need retail therapy. Please, so let's change that, because we are going to make it, okay? We're gonna have a cool budget. You do not need a fancy degree to fix your personal finances at all. All you need is clarity, consistency, and a little bit of courage. Now, one of the biggest tools that I actually use for my budget is AI. I don't know anybody else. I feel like I'm being judged, but AI is what I use. I send it my budget. I'm like, can you create this budget? I'm trying to create this, trying to go to Africa, Kenya or Zanzibar, whatever. Can I afford it this month? Put the budget in, put your debts in, and it will actually create all this space. Ask it, man, because use it. It's the simplest, because as I said, I do not like numbers. So if I could find another way to do it and it's simpler, oh, my friend, I will use that. Now, Tell me, do you have any mistakes that you've made? Sure, so that I don't feel alone. Now, if this actually helped you, hit the subscribe button, share with a friend so they don't have to repeat this mistake again. See you in the next video.